Welcome to Social Sunday at the Milton Artists Guild. Today we are going to be doing a tape mosaic of hearts for Valentine's Day. So first we will start out with our canvas square, and you have two colors, so it's a very limited palette and it is only red and white. You have your washi tape and your paintbrush. You also will want water after the fact to wash off your brush, and you probably want to put something underneath unless the surface that you're painting on is for painting, as mine is. So I'm going to start out by, I want underneath my tape to be red, so I'm just going to do a little bit of red all over it. Tape mosaic is where you are creating colors, tiles of colors, using the tape. So that means that you're treating the tape as if it's the grout on a tile. So if I wanted to do a heart, I'd stretch it out so that I could make sure that I had all the shapes that I wanted, and then around each of the sides I paint a different color. So underneath, when you pull up the tape, you will find that you have either white, or if you paint underneath as I did, red or another color underneath, and that will be your dividing lines between your shape. So I'm going to paint mostly white and pink on top, so that when I pull up the tape, the red is the contrast. But if you wanted most of your heart to be red, you should leave it white underneath or light pink, so that you really see the contrast. It's important, if you're painting underneath, to make sure that you have waited until your paint is totally dry, and you can test this by putting your finger on it and picking it up. And if the paint is cool to touch, it is not quite dry yet, because the chemical reaction that happens when paint dries is that it cools as it dries, and when it is room temperature when you touch it, it's totally dry. And of course, if you pick up paint on your finger, then it is not dry yet. I'm going to begin taping. So I want it to be shaped like a heart. So I'm going to tape across. And washi tape is paper tape. That's what it means. So it's great for this because it will tear very easily and it won't pull up your paint underneath. And it is, it's a fun, very fun little project. And I love washi tape. I use it for all kinds of stuff. So now that I've done all my taping, I'm going to pull out my white sheet of paper for mixing, because what's going to happen is that I want to make as many different shades of pink and red as I possibly can, because I want to make sure that every one that touches another one is not the same color. So I'm going to mix a little bit of white and a little bit of red, and if you don't mix totally on the mixing board, you will find that your color can be a little bit streaky. So you'll have a little bit of streaks of white and a little bit of streaks of red. Also, because I've painted red underneath, when these dry, even if they're more white, they will show up to be a little bit red, because red is underneath. Once you are done painting in all of your shapes, you must wait for it to totally dry, and then you can take the tape off. If it is not totally dry, you may pull the paint and it will get a little bit stringy and it will be hard to take off. And with that, your heart mosaic is complete. Thank you so much for joining us for this Social Sunday, and we hope that you had a great time.